Yo, what's up, guys? It's 42DK, aka Jay, whatever the fuck you want to call me. And I'm here with.
I'm your co-host. It's your boy Josh, aka BOKC Casting. And we have our guest over here.
Maddy.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing today?
Doing good.
Good. So, we're right here. Your first ever podcast, you know?
This is my first podcast.
Yes. We're going to break the ice and we ask you some questions. And you good?
Yeah, it's just a
But what do you do for a living?
I serve at a restaurant called Pita Will
Mhm.
in Belmont.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, what do you like to do when you're on your free time?
I enjoy art and I like listening to music. I just moved here in August, so still getting to know everybody and meeting people and stuff. So
Where are you from?
I'm from New Jersey, but I moved to Georgia about 4 years ago. Lived there for my high school days, and then I moved here right before college.
What do you like better? Like, what area? Here? Georgia?
Well, I grew up in New Jersey, so I have to say New Jersey. And they have beaches and New York, so you know.
My dad's from Bronx, New York.
Really? All of my family's from the Bronx.
Yeah, he's from Bronx, but he reps Yonkers. And then my brother's from Maryland. I have like a lot of family between Virginia and Maryland.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, all my family's from the Bronx, actually. That's funny.
Yeah, I don't like North Carolina at all.
You're from North Carolina?
Sadly, yeah.
Oh,
I've been in North Carolina for 24 years.
that's crazy.
I mean, I've traveled. I've even been out the country, but like I never lived anywhere. But I want to go to like Tennessee, Maryland, and Virginia.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That's how we do. Like every time we like, he don't want to be here. He just want to move out and go to Virginia. All this stuff.
Fuck North Carolina.
Virginia's okay. I feel like Maryland, Virginia, that area can be kind of boring.
I mean, it depends on like what part and how you move. I feel like.
I mean, you're used to the city, no? Like Charlotte? No?
No.
No?
my mom like sheltered me or whatever. It's on the outskirts. If I get
Oh.
out, it's me like sneaking out with some shit.
Oh, okay. Well,
But I'm gonna get some air in.
okay. I like the city. I'm used to the city. So when I lived in Georgia, I was close to Atlanta. And then here, I'm 20 minutes from Charlotte. So I've always been used to the city life, yeah.
Okay, so my question is, how long you been doing art?
Doing art? My whole life.
Mhm.
My whole life.
What type of art?
Oh yeah.
So I've gone back and forth. It's usually I don't do digital art or anything like that. It's usually by hand.
Oh okay.
So I know that that's like a big thing now, the digital art.
I'm a digital artist. I can do a little bit by hand, but like I can't draw a person. But I can draw this or this by looking at it.
Oh, okay. Cool. I'm not really into the realism. I like surrealism or like abstract art.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's your
Usually
favorite
like that.
artist?
Favorite artist? I liked Kimlet for a while. I actually have it tattooed. Me and my mother. And then Picasso was something I really
He's
liked
my
when I was younger. Yeah. I know it's like a generic answer, but
Why do you like those artists? Like, what is it about them?
well, with Kimlet, it's very floral and it almost gives that like surrealism look. I know it's not surrealism, but usually she has like people and she'll add her own things to it. It's usually not like they're in a landscape or anything like that. And then Picasso, I mean, it's really cool. I mean, I went to the MoMA not that long ago in New York, and I saw all of like his original stuff, and it was so awesome. I loved that. I loved it.
What do you think about that?
Do you know much about Picasso? No.
Picasso, like, you ever look at like a picture and you see like a head and then the nose like very stretched out?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's like his type of work. I like that he exaggerates stuff.
Yeah, I like the yeah. Me too.
So you like the exaggerating art?
Mhm.
Okay.
The abstract, yeah.
That's cool.
It is cool. Yeah.
So like people are looking at this, and then everybody wants. Yesterday's podcast, we talk about our mental health and our relationship.
Season 2, episode 4.
Yes.
Or episode 5.
Yeah, episode 5. That's coming out very soon. That's coming out this Monday, right?
I'm gonna say Yonde. I'm taking that from DJ Ghost because when y'all see this video, that one probably already been out. So.
Yeah.
On a young
Because
age.
yesterday we talked about our mental health and then our 8 ways in a healthy relationship. So therefore, like us, me, I've been through many things. He's been through many things. You've been through many things, and like,
Yeah.
so therefore, like
I love life as fuck.
yesterday I learned about something very, very entertaining. It was very good. It was a banger. I learned about is don't waste people's time when you're in a relationship. If y'all two are in each other, you guys trust each other 100%, or not, it's so simple. Just leave.
Yeah.
And sometimes,
It's easier said than done.
yeah, it's easier said
Hurt
than done.
people hurt people.
And
That is
then
true.
again, like a lot of people, they want to have a great, amazing relationship to their partner, and then again, like I said, to the people who are watching this, but you got to become a better person, becoming the right person to that other person that they want to have, because now these days, like us, like, and this young generation going on is going crazy, like where's the boundaries, where's the where's the yeses, where's the nos, where's the, like, we got to talk about this situation, we have to talk about this conclusion, we got to do, like, any debates we got to talk about, that's the thing about. Another thing is, I even said him yesterday that you can't stop looking for the right person.
You already know my intake on that.
Yeah.
You're never going to find the right person looking for the right person. And you got to try to be the right person for the right person. But, like, while you're working on yourself, if you look for somebody in, like, their purest form, it's never going to be that. You should grow. And that even goes with, like, friends. Like, if you haven't, like, suffered or came out of a hardship, you're never going to know if they're actually going to be there when y'all have stuff. And it's the hardships that make y'all stronger. Instead of, like, taking breaks from each other, just, like, give each other space and work through it. That's going to make you stronger.
Yeah. Just to grow together. I think a lot of the times with this generation, people are not dating to marry or dating to work on the relationship and grow with each other. They're dating for such a short amount of time they're dating for a breakup, basically,
Me on the other hand,
That's how I get fucked up.
like, I remember my relationship back in, like, around, like, 2019 or 2018. I dated her for like almost for 2 years, and then everything slipped apart because I messed up. And then at the end of the day, you learn from those consequences, and you learn from the experience with it. Just like a lot of people don't see this, like, behind the scenes, how we are. We talk about what's going on. We talk about, like, off camera to know, like, what do we have to talk about? This is that.
Out-of-pocket shit. Like, I genuinely wake up smiling. Like, you can literally ask him. Most people be like, that's cap.
It's a beautiful day.
I will wake up, and the first thing I'll be like, I got drugs in my booty hole or some dumb shit. Like, I just say some dumb shit or, like...
Or whenever, like, he calls me, he's like, good morning. How you doing?
Yeah, or, like,
good
not
morning.
even that, or, like, he will call, like, during the school semester when he's, like, cooking food or, like, doing his bag. If he's, like, sizzling eggs, I make the noise. Like, everything he does, brushing his teeth, I, like, mouth him voice just in the phone for no reason.
Yeah.
Get your day started. Okay.
But
That's good.
Maddy, what is your situation on your your past relationships? Like, what do you went through?
Okay. Well, I've only talked to a few people about it. Like I said, I just moved here. I'm still getting to know people and whatnot. So I haven't stayed friends with anyone that I've met here for, a long time. So I haven't really been able to talk to anybody about it. But I just got out of a serious relationship. I mean, it wasn't long, but we met when I first moved here, and we've been inseparable, since. But I don't know. I let a lot of it, take control of my life and who I was, and I was really distracted for a long time. And coming here and doing this makes me feel good. Like I'm going out and just.
I mean, a podcast is kind of like art. It can be like your own voice to like explain stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I've been doing a lot better as of the past couple weeks with the relationship and with it ending and everything. I feel like I'm starting to get back to who I was, and I'm starting to grow again because unfortunately we couldn't grow together, you know?
What do you think was the hardest part, like, right towards the end and then afterwards? Like, was it letting go or trying to let go? Or?
I feel like in the end of the relationship, I kind of let go then, you know? I wasn't in it then because I was already disappointed and heartbroken. So when I had first left, it was still hard, but it was easier than I feel like it should have been. And we talked a little bit, and we were gonna try to, you know, be friends and make things work and whatever, but I just got reminded of what I was in before I left, and now I feel
You
like
were woken.
Yeah, I was awoken, and I feel so much better about it now because I know mentally and, you know, for my future and all that stuff, like I'm gonna be doing so much better now, you know? So
That's good.
yeah.
Are you like ashamed of relationship at all, or like no?
I mean I loved him. Like I said to him earlier, I don't date like that. So for me to be in that relationship, I was very vulnerable, and you know, I committed myself to somebody when I normally don't do that. So I mean, I think that he's a good person. I think that he just I don't know.
It's crazy that we're in the same page, but mine was the opposite way.
Yeah.
I was committed to her, but she wasn't.
Right.
Well, I mean, think about it. You could still be with her, and it's like, at least you didn't marry her. Like, and then also like, some people I feel like they blame a lot on the relationship, or like they hate the other person. But sometimes you have to date somebody to know what you want. And you know how many people you're gonna date before you actually get married. Most people are gonna date multiple times, so you can't be mad that it. Like, you can be friends, but it takes maturity. But if not, like, they made you who you are and showed you what you want or want to be in life. So
Right.
you can't fully bash them for it.
Yeah. And I feel like it comes to a point where, you know, you either grow with someone or you outgrow someone, you know? So I think that was just your time to outgrow them, you know?
It's just like it's always you gotta focus on your mental health on that too, because it can affect anything. It can affect your behavior. It can affect your emotions, your tragedy, what you miss, what you are going through, and you're not the same person who you was. You can start yelling at people that you don't know, and then you're gonna start going crazy. You're gonna go blacked out, and then, you know, the crazy thing is I was that person too. Like, I've been there before. Like, that was not me. When I looked at myself, who I was just like, this is not me.
Right.
Did you notice that during the
me too.
relationship or after? Did you notice that, like, during a relationship, this is not
During
you
the
after?
relationship.
See,
Really?
for me,
Yeah.
it's more like after.
It's
I-
after for me too.
I during the relationship, I was like, my mind was like saying, dude, this is not you, bro.
So you had like an eye opening, like,
Yes.
you wasn't blinded. Like, I believe sometimes love can be blind. Like, for me, I'll try to like hold on, or you can't always fix people, and sometimes you have to fix yourself first. But then, like, I already told you, like, the whole music thing, I sold like my whole setup, and then I almost sold like my whole consoles. I had like a $1,300 gaming laptop. I just sold it for like $400. Like,
Oh my God.
yeah, like I went through like a couple months, and like he
You
heard
purged.
he heard some of the stuff that I made, and like literally I made him cry.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Is
Why'd you do that? What was that for?
So it's one song. I hate to play it. All my friends like it, and they want me to drop it.
Okay.
He heard it and made him smile the whole entire time. It also made him like cry. But so
Why?
I'm cool with this girl. Like, we're like friends, whatever. I have nothing against her.
Yeah.
But we grew up together, and we would run into each other multiple times.
Yeah.
So we dated for a very short time. But my friend for 17 years passed away, and that was also like her friend. 2 days later, her grandma passed away. Then like 2-3 days later, my friend's neighbor passed away.
Oh jeez.
Then like 3 weeks later, we get hit by an 18-wheeler.
Oh my God.
So like we're going through like a lot or whatever.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then rewind that, right before all that, on the 11th of April was my friend who committed suicide in 8th grade. That was like,
Anniversary.
Yeah. so it was that day, and I was having a good time, but it still was in the back of my head. So she was like, I want you to make a song about me or whatever, because I didn't want to like push that. I feel like it's like bad luck.
Okay.
So I made a song, and you can like feel the emotion or whatever. Like I explain everything,
Yeah.
and then she goes like on like a break or whatever. Then we don't go on a break. Then we like break up. All that's happening at the same time, and then she meets like this guy, and
No.
he does her like wrong or whatever.
Yeah.
And she thought it was like real, and she actually was about to settle down with the dude. And then she just blocks me out the blue from like streaks or whatever, but talking to like my friends, but won't talk to me.
Weird.
So then months later, I get to the college campus to a game, and she sees me, and she was acting all cool or whatever. And she's like, "Why didn't you tell me you're coming to the game?" I'm like, "Well, you had me blocked. I have nothing against you." So then we talked about it on block, and we're like friends now. Like you can see that.
Okay.
But then just all that, hearing that song, that's one of the songs like if I put out, make it blow up.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like Juice WRLD on Lucid Dreams. I don't want to.
Yeah. Be a
So-
one and done.
Yeah,
Kind of
and
thing.
then also I don't write, so it's all off the top. So literally, like if I'm hungry right now, I'm gonna make a song and probably put being hungry in the bar.
Okay.
So I'm gonna like this whole podcast. So like,
Okay.
so for some people, I can make 5 different songs and it sounds 5 different songs to them.
Yeah.
To me, it sounds like the same thing on repeat because I know the meaning of it.
Yeah.
So for me, I was like, fuck music, fuck all this, because like if I make it, I'm gonna relive that same thing in my mind.
Right. Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
And I sold all that stuff, and I do kind of regret it, and I still make music, but like it sucks at the same time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, you can always get back into it. You know.
I mean, I made like 7 songs this morning, but it's just like
Exactly.
sometimes I try to not make it because I don't want to relive stuff, or I feel like
Yeah.
history's gonna repeat itself if I make it and then listen to it, because you know like your environment. That's why I try to make different songs, because
Yeah.
like if I make this energy based off an energy, well, I still in that still stay in that energy.
Right. Right.
Good stuff. I even call you a magician for music.
Why is that?
Cause like when you say one word, name one word out of nowhere, just like you said back, Nemo.
Nemo.
Mhm.
Yeah. Nemo.
And then you can just like you said, you can do pop, emo, gospel, country, whatever it is. You can do whatever you want with it.
Yeah.
You just
It
like
sucks.
you're very consistent with it.
It sucks.
Why is that?
What sucks?
Well, that's like I can't stop it. For example, like
Mhm.
Nemo, I would rhyme Nemo with being emo. Like I'll talk about like my music. It's like bipolar. Like I can do any genre, but no matter how sad I could speak, it's gonna make you like smile and feel happy. Like Nemo, like he's like a bright
Okay.
color. So I'll just like relate that,
Yeah.
and then after I relate that, it goes to other stuff. So I'm constantly hearing it in my head.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Yeah. Cool. Cool.
You, Maddie? Did you have to deal anything that like was struggling to you to be consistent?
With what? I'm sorry.
Like being consistent, like
With what?
so like say in a relationship or whatever, was it
Mhm.
hard for you to like do your other goals outside of like the
Yeah.
relationship
Oh,
goals to be
yeah.
consistent?
Oh yeah. I was telling him I failed 2 classes and withdrawn from the other 2 last semester.
I
Like
can kind of relate. I kind of failed to and withdrawn from one.
yeah. Oh, it was bad. It was bad. I was so worried on him and taking care of him that I didn't think
What do
about
you mean
myself
by
at
like,
all.
like taking care of him like emotionally, like
Emotionally, physically, like
Spiritually?
I mean, all of it, all
All
of
of
it. We were really good in the beginning, and then he started going through some things. And as his partner, I felt like it was my responsibility to worry about him, and I did for a long time. And I stopped going to school. I wasn't really caring about my appearance or, my like physical health at all. Like I wasn't taking care of myself. So, I mean, even work, I wasn't doing the best I could, So,
you felt like concerned, kind of like you had to like cater and like help.
yeah.
It's crazy that everything you're saying is the same story I went through. That's literally crazy.
I mean, I don't know.
And sometimes when I tell you I gained 30 pounds,
Me too. I gained weight too. I thought it was just happy relationship weight,
Yeah. but
Then it
now
turned
mine was
into-
just desperate.
Yeah.
Mine was like depressing. Like
Depressed.
So
yeah.
you ate more.
I ate more. I was eating
For
emotionally.
me, I would eat less. So I would
In a
lose weight.
relationship?
No, I'm saying like if something's like taking a toll like that, I just wouldn't eat. Like I would just like, okay, I'm gonna go run. I'm gonna go do this. Like I'm gonna always stay busy to try to keep my mind off of
Right.
it, or I may get caught up in stuff I shouldn't because I don't. wanna
That's,
sit down
see,
and
that's the thing. When
Yeah.
I started dating her,
I just disgrace her for this day, anyways. But
All right.
I can see it in your eyes.
yeah, you can tell by my eyes. But to this day, like I don't even like know who she is now because she's not part of my life anymore.
Yeah.
I got a question for you.
What's up?
Would you say that was like you've been in a couple relationships?
No.
But would you say,
Actually, no. My
No?
first ever girlfriend was back in 2018.
I know, but I'm saying like you've been in more than one relationship.
It's my second one.
Yeah, so you've been in two. So that's multiple.
So yes.
So yes.
Okay.
So, would you say the girl you were just talking about, you disgrace her? I get you hate her now, but would you say that's probably like your first actual real love? Like,
No,
No.
no.
what was like your actual?
My
first
actual love was back 5 years ago when I was with her, and
Who's her like that? Girl before her.
before her,
Okay.
before when I met her, she wasn't. She was very sweet to me, but she wasn't holding me nothing sexually with me, nothing.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
She, the love effect with her was her body language.
Okay.
Her
It's
body
not
la-
toxic.
Her body language was just there. Like I was approaching her, she was approaching me. Like
Mhm.
the feeling of that love was there.
Okay.
We did nothing like
What was the sexual part?
She
Like,
just
No,
felt
she
welcoming. Like just her presence felt.
yeah, I
welcoming,
felt her
comforting.
yeah, I felt
Okay.
her presence.
I get what
Okay.
you're saying.
And then like we did nothing sexual together.
Okay.
We did nothing wrong together. We
Yeah.
just sit there like talk things
Yeah.
out and then
Yeah.
like when we hug each other and she doesn't let go, I don't want to let go.
Mm-hmm.
And like every time like she comes visit to my family, most when she was with me every weekend, she comes to my room. We say, what do you want to eat? Like, what do you want to talk about? When I'm
Mhm.
dealing with something, she's there. Like she
Yeah.
was telling me what was going on with me. Like I feel like when I was down, she just literally turned off the lights and put some her own LED lights in my bed,
Mm-hmm.
and then put her like the Bluetooth music, and then she was like, "Is something going on?
Yeah.
What's going on? Like, I'm here to talk." And I told her how I felt. Like, you're there for me. You did nothing wrong to me.
Mm-hmm.
You're just an amazing person who understands where I'm coming from. And her, on the hand, is a different story. Like, every time we're on a phone call or whenever we FaceTime, she starts bursting out of tears out of nowhere. And she was like to me, "Don't let go. I'm scared." I'm just like confused. Like, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And then, that right there was, I just, not even like physically feeling her presence. Even I was feeling the presence on the phone as well.
Yeah.
Because
Loved
I
her.
felt,
You loved her.
I did.
Yeah.
That was like the actual love, how I felt. See, this relationship what I went through was not it for me.
Yeah.
It was a whole different roller coaster going down forward, like to me.
Mm-hmm.
When
Well,
I
I
did-
have a question.
Yeah.
So your first relationship, you said you loved her.
Yeah.
You said that you that was the first girl you were in love with, right? Why did you guys break up?
It was my fault.
Okay.
Back then, I didn't have a car back then.
Okay.
And I didn't have no like money to go to Uber to see her.
Okay. Did she live far or something?
No, she
or-
lived close to me.
Okay.
And like I'm over here just doing something stupid stuff on the internet, going to Omegle, going on Monkey app and all this stuff, and just
My kid used to be a shit though.
I haven't been on Omegle in a while.
that thing is
That's
crazy.
crazy.
it got
They-
banned.
What?
They
Yeah.
banned it because like all the appropriate.
Oh, yeah,
inappropriate
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
But,
And
my
then
kid my kid-
It's just I was doing stupid decisions to her behind her back, and then when
Okay.
I did it the first time, I had to I don't know why I did it. It was so stupid for me because
You feel comfortable saying on camera what you did or no?
Yeah.
I feel comfortable saying it on camera, cause legit I show people my junk back then,
Mhm.
and then I
While-
was
While
I
you were in
told
the relationship?
yeah,
Oh.
and then I was just like wasn't thinking.
yeah.
She
And
just
then-
couldn't let that go.
Huh?
She just couldn't let that go.
And then like when the first time I did it, she forgave me.
Yeah.
All this stuff, and because she couldn't stop loving me because the same love path was there.
Yeah.
She gave me a chance to not to do it again.
Right.
And what happened?
You did it again.
I did it again,
You did
and
it
I did
again.
it again, and I did it
Aw,
again,
man.
and then it's just like, and then how I will not forget the day we broke up.
Mhm.
January 27th, 2020, 8:15 p.m.
Yeah. Damn.
And
Okay.
yeah, I still remember that to
Yeah.
this day. And then, does it hurt me? It does a little bit, but at
Mhm.
the same time, I gotta move on.
Yeah.
I gotta move on for it because at the end of the day, it's not good for me.
Yeah. No.
Right now, how she's doing, she has me blocking everything. I don't know if she's gonna see this, but if you're watching this, you know, I hope your life, I hope you have an amazing life. And then I have hella respect for you all day because you've been there for me up and down, even if we had the arguments. And, you know, at the end of the day, we just got to keep moving forward. And I appreciate for everything you have done to me. And then thank you. Thank you for being the best girlfriend. And thank you for being there for me when I had my ups and downs. And you're the only person who I knew that I can trust with. It's just, I got nothing against you. You were the best one for me 5 years ago.
5 years ago. Exactly. 5 years ago.
And now, I'm a single man, living life, making content for the people, you know. And just like, you have to be happy where you at right now.
Mm-hmm.
Take a moment right now. Where we at? We're having a podcast together and just like focusing more on our mental health, focusing on ourselves to be the right person, like I said.
Yeah.
And then, you know, see, I'm about to cry.
Don't cry.
Well,
I'm actually.
Don't cry.
I ain't gonna
whew, I feel the heat right now.
It's okay.
But at the end of the day, we're all human. We all make mistakes,
Mhm.
and hey, and you know, we all make mistakes. We're human, and we gotta do better things in life.
Yeah.
And for sure, we can't let our other people go against us. The only person that's against us is us.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. You look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, this is my opponent.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna be like this one who I was before.
Yeah.
I'm gonna become a better version of myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And there's a lot that goes into that too. I feel like when I got out of my relationship, like there's so many things, like the way that you eat and going outside, talking to people, you know, like all that stuff it's really important.
Mm-hmm.
It's really important. I feel like I got distracted from that.
See,
know?
it's just you when you lose yourself. It's just like the anxiety comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And like that's what happened to me. My last relationship. Like after the breakup and everything was over, like I tried to approach and talk to a girl. My anxiety kicks so easily
Mm-hmm.
because what I went through was her. Because I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna put this on camera, but I'm gonna say this. But she was gaslighting me, mind controlling me, saying lies about me, saying lies out of her name, out of my name out of her mouth.
Mm-hmm.
She think I did something wrong to her. What else? She just like she had a dark
accused you
soul.
without evidence.
Huh?
Kind of like accused you without evidence.
Correct. Like she had a dark soul in her. Like she was not.
That's kind of deep.
Yeah.
That was kind of deep.
I've been through so many things until I told my parents about what I didn't tell my mom about it, but I did tell my dad about it when I lost my V card. And when I told him that, he was so sad about it.
Your
'Cause he-
dad?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he wanted me to wait until marriage.
Okay.
And then I felt the same way too.
Okay.
But I'm not trying to say it's giving me like deja vu for it because my dad went through the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
When he was not a virgin,
Mm-hmm.
he met my mom. She was a virgin. And after that, a few years later, they got into a wedding, and then his ex called
Oh.
and telling her that, hey, can we start over things again? I want to do this all over again. And then he says,
Yes.
I'm sorry to tell you this, but I'm in love with the woman who I was with.
Yeah.
And he was like, he says, I know it hurts, and I know it's gonna leave you the pain where you at, but I'm very happy with the woman who I'm gonna fall in love with and be with them the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And right now, my parents been together for 27 years.
Wow. That's a long time.
Yeah.
That's a long
And like
time.
it gives me like that's what I like literally that's what I want
Yeah.
with a woman that I want to be with. Like if you're so serious with me and I'm serious with you, don't leave me out of my shoulder, you know. If you need something, let me know. If you got something to say to me, say it, because at the end of the day, it'll be too late what you're gonna say.
Yeah. Yeah. Communication's very important.
Exactly. Yes.
Very important.
It
It
is. I've been
is.
saying that all week to so many people.
Listen, don't get me wrong. Like growing up, you know, I was told that my emotions aren't real and that what I'm going through isn't real. And so as I gotten older, you know, it's made it really hard for me to communicate how I feel and things like that. But with that past relationship, like that, I think that's what held us together for so long. Like I really think that communication is like, it's key. It's key.
Yeah, and then like my dad to this day, he was saying to me, do you even talk to her? I was like, no. And I said, oh, another thing, don't bring her name up. Don't even say about her. Don't even mention about her. He was like, why? Because she makes me sick.
Yeah.
She makes me sick in the stomach.
Well, she's not in your life. She's not in your life no more. I feel like genuinely, like, people come and go, but the people that are meant to be in your life, you know.
And also that too, like, I read the paper I had yesterday is saying be contagious wisely. Choose wisely or cut quickly.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the universe brings people to us, though, you know, and even if they're not meant to be in our lives for forever, with that short amount of time, you know, you learn all those lessons from those people, you know, and when they're meant to leave, they're meant to leave. So, and I'm sure you learned a lot from that relationship. Like you were saying, you know, you learn what you want and what you don't want, and you know who you want to be, and you take stuff from the relationship, and then you grow on your own, you
I
know?
mean,
I want
last
to keep my guard up because I mean, shit. My ex fucked my cousin. So
yeah.
You what?
my ex fucked my cousin.
Oh, God. Sorry. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah.
The last season in the podcast that I was with you, when I had that the hit and run accident.
With you?
Yeah, I had a hit and run accident.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you run or?
They did.
Oh. I had to ask.
For some reason when she said that, I was thinking like you got hit, you got out of the car, and you just like ran.
Yeah, I know.
I got into an accident, hit and run for the first time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Forest run.
I
And
hate
then
that.
he, it was a day when I was like a bit jealousy and everything. He was saying something. He was saying something. I
Maybe
mentioned
like some advice or something.
No. You were saying it was you when I remember. I remember what you said. He said, I don't know. The next 5 years, we may not be friends, or we might be cool, and all this stuff. I'm just like, it could happen, but at the same time, we're in the present.
Yeah.
It's just like, friendships can be part of your life. It depends on who you hang out with.
Not everyone's your friend. Can't be too quick, like I said earlier, but I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I say that a lot because, like, it's good to plan for the future, but at the same time, I could die in 5 seconds. I can die in 5 minutes. So, like,
That is true. Live in the future.
whether we're
And he
like,
also-
here tomorrow or not, doesn't matter. So, like,
And he also said that tomorrow will never be promised. The next week never be
that's not my own
promised.
quote. I don't know who that's from, but yeah. That's like me saying I'm alive, but I'm dead. I know that from books, but yeah, pretty much, like, my friends today, yeah, I got their back or whatever, but at the end of the day, like, I may not be here tomorrow, or, like, everyone has their breaking point. So if we fall out, we fall out. I'm not going to have hate against them. If they told me, like, a secret, I'm not going to expose that if
Yeah.
we fall out.
Right. That's
But, like-
maturity, though. That's maturity, too.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, in a way, yeah, that is maturity, but also like I don't really get along with my age group, for one. But the friend thing, that's like my friends today may not be my friends tomorrow. I don't hate them or whatever, but then if we like say they move away, they cut me off, lose connection, whatever. If I see them again, I'm gonna talk to them like we were just talking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's just everything you, all of like friendship, relationship wise, and everything. It's
Our
just like
relationships are fucked up.
it's like everything.
Relationships?
I done been in 9 relationships.
Yeah.
9.
Yeah.
Wow. Like serious relationships or just in total? Just 9.
Just in
You
total.
mean like serious on my end or their end?
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, I meant
his
both.
his was serious. Him specifically,
Yeah,
it was
'cause, like,
serious.
for me, it's like how I am. If I like someone and I want someone, I know like, oh, that's the person I want. And then, like I said, we could fall out, but I'm willing to like stay and work through it because it's gonna make us stronger. So I'll
Right.
kind of give them the benefit of the doubt. They mess up, as long as they communicate and tell me, I'll try to like keep fighting for the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So like for me, it's like if I'm with this person, I'm not gonna look at another girl and be like, this girl's attractive. Like no.
Yeah,
Like
of
if I'm with this one girl, it's like that's it. Like we can get married, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, let's get married tomorrow. Like time will tell. But like
Yeah.
I'm locked.
And you know, I'm gonna say this, but some male and some females be saying, you know, us men, we move on from years, or
It's cap.
I mean, for
Wait.
me, I moved on for like
It takes years for men to move on? Are you saying like it takes years for men to move on and for women it takes
months.
oh.
I feel like more women will
Okay.
express it and like cry it out in a way. I'm not saying they
Yeah.
move on, but I feel like women are more likely to move on faster
Yeah.
because they actually talk it out, whatever,
Yep.
and they have each other's back.
Yep.
Like I feel like women can hate each other, but at the same time they always help each other.
Mhm.
Some guys will be like, "Stop being a fucking pussy." Like they always
That
kind of
is
rough it
true.
up.
Yeah.
So then, like, think about this. Have you ever had, like, a hardship and you want to, like, talk about it or whatever, but you just switch to the back of your head and you just, like, say you're fine, say you're fine. So then, like, 5-10 years, you're just now getting over it because you wasn't able to understand it or talk to somebody else. So you always bottle that in. I feel like more guys do that, so it takes us longer because we can seem fine, and then that's where guys mess up with girls. They get in a relationship, but they haven't fully, like, understood why they got a one and moved on from it. So then they bring that into the new relationship, and it just causes problems.
Right. Right. Well, you guys are I mean, grown up to be like suppress your emotions and don't show your emotions, it makes you weak, and you know what I mean? The
I'll be
toxic
straight up.
masculinity thing.
I'll be straight up. I show my emotions.
Good. You
I
should.
said on the podcast. Well, not just on the podcast, but like
Last
I'm open to
season,
talking
because
about
I
things.
remember last season, I think it was our second or third episode of us two.
That'd
and
be
I-
like third or fourth. You're talking about when we
When
had the counselor talk.
when we came back from Christmas break, and I went off in that scene.
Oh no, that'd be
Oh.
like the 6th episode or 7th.
Yeah, it was like the 6th, 7th episode. I went off and went crazy because
If y'all
I'm
want
not
to
gonna
watch
l-
that, it's like BOKC rages on Love and Heartbreak,
Yeah.
something like that.
cause I was raging so much. When I tell you, when I looked at that video, I looked at it like probably like 5 times, and I was like, "That's really how I feel.
Yeah.
That's really how I feel when what she did to me." But I'm not gonna sit here and let everything you done to me.
You aired that bitch out.
I aired. Let me tell you, I aired her full government name.
Oh God.
Not only that, literally,
Gotta
so
watch it.
I did the whole intro thing, and then I'll talk maybe like the first 3 minutes and like the last 2-3 minutes.
Yeah.
For like 40 to 45 minutes, it's just me just quiet, and he's just over the top.
Yeah, he was just quiet, man.
Yeah.
Like
He woke me up in trio. He was like, "Dude, let's do a podcast. I got a lot to say."
Oh my
And then we
God.
get over here. I'm thinking we're gonna go back and forth. I'm
Nope.
just sitting here like, damn.
You had a lot to say.
I had a lot to say.
Yeah. That's good though. You got it out.
I did get it out, and not
Yeah.
even that. I'm gonna diss her out on my diss track anyway, so
Oh.
it'll be more better.
Oh yeah.
Feeling good about it.
Go for it.
Why
Yeah.
would it be more better?
More better to give her a good taste of medicine that she can get.
So you want to give her like revenge?
Heck yeah.
I mean, that's what a diss
Why?
track's for, right?
Why?
Yeah.
Don't you see? You don't know what I went through when I was with her.
I get that, but like, I mean, see, if I do a diss track, it's more like a warning shot, or like the Remy diss track.
Yeah,
It's like
I see.
you saying this, but I'm like, this is cap. Like, I'm dissing you, but I'm putting out the evidence. Like, this is what it could be.
Not revenge.
Yeah, because I'm like, if I die, what's the point? Like, you live or whatever. Like, time's gonna move on, and then a million years from now, this won't even matter. So like, I just live in the moment and laugh. Be like, I want a cheeseburger. I want a cheeseburger. Like, that's how I am.
Oh yeah.
But it's just so much. Like,
I got a question for you.
Maybe you should journal.
I do have a journal.
Okay.
I have a journal. It's really it's over there.
We did a podcast about that.
Yeah.
One day,
Like journaling.
Yeah.
I got
That's
a question for you though. Okay, so if you do this diss track, say it blows up, whatever, gets viral views on like TikTok, you get a lot of attention. How do you feel you would feel about that? Do you feel like you would regret the attention later?
No.
You want awareness.
Yeah.
To how she treated you.
No, because everything what she done to me was so disrespectful.
Yeah.
Act like saying to me, "Oh, I'm very nice." No, the fuck you ain't.
It's narcissistic.
There you go. Correct.
I hate narcissists.
There you go. Correct.
But what would she feel like? Say if you do that, she may also get attention where they want to know who she is. You already have a podcast, you aired out her name, they're gonna follow her, she could get clout, and that could like benefit her too.
That's true.
Do you think you would ever feel some way like, okay, I did this, everyone knows this, but then she could be like, oh well, I'll take the blame because now I got all this money, people coming in, oh they hate me or whatever. She may do a video just to get more money and then she's gonna settle on it.
That's true.
Or it's still just, just fuck you, like on the distract, like.
Don't put her name. They don't know. They won't know who it is, right?
I mean, I put his name in that, so.
Okay.
And I don't regret it, but.
I may put her name on it.
Oh.
On the diss track?
Yeah. To call her out like that. Because like,
Why don't you have like a nickname, like you're already together, have a special nickname that means something to y'all that she would know, so it's a message, so if it blows up, it could hit her, but you don't also gotta put her name in it.
Yeah, you could do that too.
you know, it's crazy. I don't even know her. What was our nicknames?
Well, like
Or what's something you call her? Or like,
something you guys had in common, or something
Or-
she liked.
yeah, if you
You
even called
know?
her love or whatever, you just made
No,
a reference
I-
about love. I'm just saying for theoretically or whatever. You put it in the song blows up or whatever. And if you date it back to the time when you're in that relationship,
I
they
mean-
would know you're talking about her, but they don't know who her
I mean,
is.
she legitimately. It's a cringe name when she calls my name. Like, I don't know where she out the blue. Like, she calls me dad out of nowhere,
All right.
and I call her
Make that into a bar.
You call her what?
I call her mama.
Okay.
Yeah, and then just like I'm over here, just
Just say dad. Be like, dad, you're disrespectful, you're ashy, and you're dirty. Just make it stand for something. I don't know. Some bullshit.
All right.
I had to think about that one.
Okay.
it's just me. Like, it's just like every time I think about that situation, it's just like, what? And like, and not just her. It's me,
What do you mean?
myself, who I was when I was with her.
Mm-hmm.
I look back and just tell myself. I look through my photos. I looked
Can I give you
fat.
some advice?
I looked very fat.
Just delete the photos. Don't blame yourself for the past. Change for the
Yeah,
future.
yeah. Grow.
No, I could just look back. And
Well,
right
look back,
now,
you can't go back in time. You gotta
Yeah.
move forward. You gotta live forward. Like it's only present.
no, you
and
don't. No,
future.
you don't understand what I'm talking about.
Talking about like the weight or whatever. Like you're looking at yourself.
What I experienced in the past.
But you have to grow from it. You have to accept it. You have to look at it one time, and you have to accept it, and you gotta move on. You can't keep looking back. That's not gonna help you
And
heal. I'm serious. It's not gonna help.
You're right. It's just.
Yeah, what she said. Her
You can't change it. You can't. You gotta go forward. You gotta look at it and be like, okay, this is how I was.
I don't. How can I say this? I don't even think about it like more like 24/7. It's just like, and like when I have my like
Reminiscing?
when I
Just reminiscing.
when I have like
Think
my
about this.
my
It's
jo-
always in the back of your head, whether you realize it or not. So until you try and like delete it or whatever, you're thinking about it 24/7 subconsciously.
Yeah,
You just gotta get it out.
that is true. You won't have a reminder. You know.
Take those thoughts out, fucking air it out on the diss track,
Yep.
and
let it out.
then yeah, and then like, Just do that and be like, all right,
But-
guys, we're going to Five Guys or something. and
But
just
now it's
forget
just
it.
like, not like right now. I mean, I'm feeling great.
Good.
It's just having you is the best, probably the best podcast we ever had. And like, it's just everything we talk about, our mental health, relationship wise, and everything. It's just like, I see my man just being speechless, how we felt.
I wasn't being speechless. I was trying not to tear up on camera when they walked
Oh,
out here.
for
I
real?
was like, yeah. Because like,
Aw.
I didn't want like the dude to fucking over here. And I look at the camera and then like, so I'm like, I got to look at you like normal. But then if I look at the camera, I don't want the camera to see it. And then people behind the camera. So it's like,
Yeah, yeah.
But another thing, I forgot it. Another thing I was gonna say about that situation. You remember you told me like I had to grow from it and move on from it.
Mhm.
There's a one little puzzle piece that was
That's stopping you from growing?
yes.
Okay.
It
what is
was
that?
me. I'm still here. I'm still alive.
Yeah.
And then
That's
I want to
good.
shout out. I want to shout out to my uncle, John Blaze.
That's
my
his
man-
actual name, like his last name too.
John Blaze.
That's his nickname.
John Blaze.
Oh, I was about to say if that's his last name. That shit hard as fuck.
Yeah,
it is. It is.
But this man, I will not forget. That puzzle piece was, it was crazy. Like, I had a rope. I was gonna put it around my neck,
I've tried that. It's not.
and
worth it.
and then like, I was gonna hang myself. But this dude, he's a real one. He called me while I was gonna do it. Man, answered the phone call. He says to me, "Yo, I thought we were gonna play Super Smash Brothers. I thought we were gonna play Mortal Kombat and all this stuff.
That game can start wars.
Yeah, we want to play Star Wars as well too." And then he was like, "What's going on?" He was like, I said, "Kevin,
Kevin's his name too.
that's his real name.
So John's not even his name.
That's just like his like. It's like
I
his
thought the Blaze was a nickname. So the John and the Blaze is his nickname.
Yeah.
That's hard as fuck.
Yeah, and his this man out of nowhere, he says, "What's going on? Like, talk to me about this. Like, don't tell me the bitch is still talking to you." I was like, "Damn." I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Why the fuck you still with her, bro? Like, she ain't right for you. She ain't right for you, bro. Like, these she a little hoe and all this stuff. She's like, I don't even know who she is like that." And then tell me what's going on. I said, "Kevin, I'm glad you called me because I was gonna kill myself."
So this is when you're all this is happening. You were in a relationship or you got out?
In a relationship.
Was this one or two?
Damn.
Was this like relationship?
The second
or
one.
2.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he was like, if you ever done that, I would be devastated. I would cry out. Because you're the only person who I talk with and understand your positivity and your negativities. I said, "Josh, I'm 30. You're like 23, bro. You, on the other hand, got a lot of things in the future in your hands. You are the man to change your values, to change who you are. And I see you, because this is the day, Thanksgiving Day, when he saw me out. He knew that I was mentally ill. I was not who I was.
He had like a bond, so he could see it when other people couldn't.
And then that day, we had a talk, and he says to me, "Does she know that you're going to go clubbing with me?" I was like, "No." She didn't know that. I went clubbing with him behind her back.
Damn.
And then this dude was like, he said, you wanna experience out there what I do? And then we went out there, this dude was just taking shots. I was taking shots as well. And like, we were having fun. And then he's like, "These are real people who you want to talk with." He's like, "Not that whole ass bitch that you be talking with." I'm like,
I'll fuck with him.
He's like, this is the real.
John
This is, he
believes.
said, this is the real world. This is the real world where you're talking. This is who was drunk when he was saying that to me. He's like, this is the real world. You cannot let that bitch control you. And he was like, who are you?
Were you drunk too?
A little bit.
The drunk talks. I swear.
They're the
He's like,
best.
he was like, who are you? What's your name? And what do you do? Don't let a bitch tell you who you are.
Mm-hmm.
But who you are is right now. And I said, I'm Josh Aguilar. I'm 23 years old. I'm smart. I have a blessed family. I have family like you. I have people out there and out of school. I have people that I can make miracles can happen. I can make not miracles happen. I can make my dreams can come true.
Mm-hmm.
And look at where I am right now.
Yeah,
I'm right here
you are.
making content for with him, with you.
Yeah.
If this studio wasn't here, I wouldn't blew my channel up.
Yeah.
It's just like,
It gave you something to look forward to.
You still would have made it
Yeah.
happen because when I said podcast, remember I had like the
Yeah.
app or whatever. I was gonna do like Zoom or some shit, and then yeah, this shit happened.
and you too, like all of this, like everything and why I see Woken, like lights are on, LED lights are on, cameras on. It's just like, this is who I am.
Mm-hmm.
I can make anything I want. I can do. I can make a podcast. I can make teases of what I want to do for the next season. It's just like, and like I said, you always have to become the right person to focus on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because all of this stuff, you only live once on this. You only live once. Because at the end of the day, it's your choice if you want to do it or not.
Yeah.
It's either you want to do it, it's like me saying, oh, I'm going to go on a diet, but I'm going to eat this. I can't eat this, but I can eat that. I can't work out like this, but I can work out this. It's like, I can't drink that, but I can drink this. You see, it's all discipline.
Mm-hmm.
It's all discipline you got to do.
Discipline is important in a relationship
Yes.
and within yourself.
And that's the thing, like, that's what I want from, like I said, we can't rush ourselves to find the right person. But when you focus on yourself becoming the right person, who you are, everything in your life is going to be okay. Yes, life is going to be challenging. Life is going to be really hard. But what are you doing right now is to maintain your boundaries, your
Challenges.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just everything you got to do is all in your mind. It's all in your brain. It's either you want to do it or not.
Yeah.
It's either you want to go have fun and not do all these things, or you want to be constantly consistent and be disciplined about it. Because it's hard.
Mm-hmm.
But that achievement is good for you because the more it gets harder and challenging, you're gonna be fine.
Mm-hmm. It's easier.
Even like I said in my last podcast, you're going up to the mountain, right? You see that flag, right? What are you doing? You're climbing to get that flag.
Mm-hmm.
But there's other people when they go into the other way, they go to the easy way to get that flag.
Yeah.
It's like a cycle. You go up, get the flag, but no, they want to go to the shortcut.
It's not as rewarding.
Yeah. It's like you got to earn it.
Yeah.
Just like, shout out for Lenny, my professor.
Oh, he cool as shit.
Yeah. He says to us, what he said, what do you got to do when we work out? You got to earn it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to earn it.
Yeah.
If you really want to get it, you have to earn it and believe in yourself.
I admire you remember all the quotes everybody says. Like, I do too, but like,
I know.
It's just, it's true what he's saying because life is not about like roses and rainbow and rocket science. It's all about, experiences.
Yeah. Moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
do you have like any relationship that you like resent or hate?
Me? No, because I genuinely feel like we grow from them and we take things out of it and we move on. So no.
So what advice would you give yourself to like you 5, 10 years ago? Like you now, if you was talking to the younger you, what advice would you give yourself?
I would say that life's not that serious and not to be so hard on myself, because I find myself in this loop where I get so depressed and I get so hard on myself, and then I feel so much better, as like once I start focusing on myself and the important things, I feel like I always feel better in the end. Everything always works out. So I would tell myself to not be so hard on myself.
What is your biggest fear?
My biggest fear. So usually when people ask me that, I usually say like losing my family.
Mm-hmm.
I think being alone, but honestly, I don't know if that's the true answer, because I feel like I strive on my own. So I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. Maybe failing. Yeah.
I can see that. It always stumped me, but then so I was asked that by a lady the other day, and I couldn't fully answer it because at the same time I do face my fears. Like you see, I'll be scared of something, but I just walk into it.
Mm-hmm. That's the best way to do it.
But I won't walk into an elevator that quick. Because I was hoping drop off an order, and I told you about this. I was hoping I'll drop off an order, and it was like on the 2nd or 3rd floor. The lady points where it goes. I see the elevators. I walk down the hallway.
Like,
I walk
nope.
from 26, the one up to 2, the 26, dropped it down. Like I went through the whole stairs. I would not take the elevator by myself. And then I almost took the elevator on like the school campus, and power went out twice to 2 times in the storm. I'm like, I mean, why not just take the stairs? I mean, it was a time and a place where elevators didn't exist. So guys, just take the stairs.
Yeah, just take the stairs.
It's hard, but it's rewarding. Like bro was saying, it's rewarding. Just take the stairs.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
It's like okay, that's really good. Like failing. Nothing in life is success. When you fail, it's a good thing. It's a good thing to fail, because when you fail, you succeed.
Yeah.
You success.
Yeah.
I'm not filling on the elevator.
It's just.
You gotta get through it.
No.
It's
Get on the elevator.
If y'all get on the elevator, I'll get on the elevator. But if I'm getting on the elevator by myself, no.
okay.
You already know that.
I
I'll
already
get on the
know
elevator
that.
by myself.
Is that your biggest fear? Elevators.
Do you
If
like
it was
roller?
life
Do
or
you,
death, I
do you
would
even
actually
like?
face it, but
Do you even like
Yeah.
roller coasters?
the first roller coaster I was on, I passed out
Oh.
because someone told me when you go on a drop, you hold your breath. I didn't know he was playing with me because I was so like, okay, what I do. So it wasn't even that big of a roller coaster. I'm gonna be honest with you. I went up, and my
roller
glasses has anti-reflect, and also has the sunglass thing. So the sun's hitting my glasses, so it turns to shade, so you can't see my eyes. Thankfully, we go up, and as we go down, I'll hold my breath. When you go on a roller coaster, no matter how fast you go down, it's like that second you go down, it's like a pause. It just feels like a pause. Even if it's like a one motion, you have like a quick thought. That quick thought was, at that moment, I knew I fucked up, because
Okay.
as soon as I held my breath, I couldn't unhold it.
Oh.
And boom. So I could hear all the conversations, all the talk, but my head's just like dangling. I'm knocked out
Oh my god.
because I couldn't, I was getting oxygen to ride the ride, but not enough to be conscious, because I passed out with the motion of the air and everything.
Jeez.
And then, you know how they
Didn't know
take
that.
pictures? They take pictures and stuff, right?
Yep.
So dude buys a keychain or whatever, and he buys the pictures. I mean, knocked out for him and everyone who rode the ride, and he buys me a keychain. So if I can find it in storage, I have a keychain on me on my first roller coaster, and knocked out. My glasses stayed on my face, surprisingly. Looks like shades. And yeah, that shit was crazy.
That is crazy.
He
I
spent
didn't know that.
$20-some for it. For me to have a keychain of me knocked out.
Nice. It was an experience, first experience for sure.
What are your weaknesses?
My weaknesses.
Mm-hmm.
I got another question. to ask,
God,
like,
I don't
what
know.
are your
don't
internal
know?
and external weaknesses, like mentally or like something personally with you, and then what is like you and what is your weakness out here in like the everyday world, like with around other people?
Okay. Fuck, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I've grown so much, though. You know, I mean, obviously, there's still things that I could work on, but I don't know. I really don't. I said before, communication was hard for me because of just how I grew up.
And, like, it's okay to
But-
be invulnerable because I've been there before as well.
Yeah. I mean, I've gotten so much better. Like, I've gotten a lot better with expressing my emotions and in a healthy way too, not in because I feel like I guess this could be one of them. I hold in my emotions so much, and then once one thing bothers me, it's blown up. Like yeah, I let it all out. I let it all out, like how you did. I let it out, and you know that's not always the healthiest way to do it if it affects other people.
So adding on to that about the communication, do you feel like all that you just said, do you feel like that ties in like trusting people, or do you feel like in a relationship that's kind of like sometimes hard to build trust because you hold back, or do you feel like sometimes like it helps you understand other people and like give them time and space and trust them?
Right, I see what you're saying. I definitely can affect relationships. If I'm, there's something bothering me and I'm acting a different way instead of, just saying what's bothering me, that other person doesn't know. So, it kind of changes the dynamic of the relationship. So I feel like it definitely affects it. But
Have you ever had a guy that like noticed something seems different than before and like try to talk to you?
oh yeah, and I'll say nothing's wrong. I'll say nothing's wrong because I didn't really learn how to express myself and talk about how I felt. I was always told that it's not real. So
I feel that. I was kind of raised the same way.
yeah.
Yes and no. I'm not gonna say I'm bashing family, but different.
I
people.
know it sounds bad. I know it sounds bad, but really, so I don't know. Yeah, I've definitely had that happen, and it causes arguments and everything. And even when I do suppress my feelings and I push them down, once they're let out, that causes arguments too. So it's definitely something I've been trying to work on. I think I did pretty good in the end of the relationship.
Yeah, this one's for the, I guess for the guys or the whole world. Either one. But what's your perspective on like a girl approaching a guy first, or like if you find a guy attractive, are you gonna try to like get his attention, have him walk and approach you first, or
Oh.
do you feel like it's okay for a girl to approach a guy first?
So the way that I feel, it's 2024. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that it should be equal on both sides. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that the respect and all that stuff, like
That is so crazy.
giving each other's gifts, like all that, like it needs to be. I don't want some special princess treatment, and you know what I'm saying. Like the guy doesn't need to be like the man, and
See, that's crazy because I stopped approaching
That's
women, and as soon
literally
as I did
we
that, a
literally
girl
just
approached
talked
me.
about this as well.
The girl I'm talking to now literally approached me first, and literally I was kind of like blowing her off a little bit. I'm not gonna cap.
Oh.
But I'm glad
It's
she
just-
was persistent because
And that is pretty mind blowing what you just said, because like I
what's mind blowing about it?
because literally like if you want to approach together, like hey, how you doing, and I'd be like hey, like
Some girls will also, but I talked with this and another girl about it, because the way they're raised or whatever. Okay, say the Drake allegations about pedophile, or whatever,
it is
right?
really-
So think about that. Think about like the whole like pedophile thing or whatever. And okay, so you have a daughter. You don't want no old man just going up to your daughter, right?
right.
Okay, now you're gonna tell her like other ways to stay away from it, right? So then she gets older, you shelter her, whatever. She goes out, and then a guy tries to talk to her. She's like, "Oh, I'm busy. I have a boyfriend." Did I or walk off? It's her trying to like prevent that. So it's kind of like that's all you know. Like, you don't know right from wrong or whatever. But also you got to be safe, and the world is dangerous. So like you do want them to like be like, "Well, I can't have a conversation," but you have to think they may came from a background where something could happen to like their sister like that or whatever. So now they're trying to
They're
like,
closed off.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or they're not really closed off. They're just more aware. So you have to realize like when you approach people and they're that way, say if you're trying to sell them a business or whatever, be like, okay, look, well, this is just what I do or whatever. I just want to say this, but you can look it up in your own time and just walk off. Like you can't really pressure them too much because that can make the situation worse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, back to the question that you asked me. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of the times we're, you know, supposed to be something, and even like guys, like they're supposed to be this, like they're supposed to fall into this narrative, you know? And I feel like it's just not like that anymore. I don't feel like it should be like that anymore, you know? Like guys deserve flowers too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's just how I feel. Some girls obviously are raised different and they feel like they need a man to hold the door for them and, you know, whatever. But I want to be successful on my own.
Well,
You
I
know
get
what I'm
like
saying?
opening
I get
the
what
door,
you're
but,
saying.
yeah. It's good to be independent too. Like you should like you shouldn't need somebody but want to be with them. Like y'all both should want to be with each other.
Yeah.
Y'all shouldn't like rely on each other.
Right. Well, I mean more as like you're fitting like the standard of the relationship. Like the guy does all the hard work and all this stuff, and the girl does the stupid stuff.
It's like the
Clean,
TikTok. That's like the
you
TikTok.
know?
Like they should wash the dishes. Guys should work a 9 to 5.
Yeah, it's not like that anymore.
I mean,
you know?
it's like to this. I mean, there's a lot of videos like that, similar to what you were saying.
I barely watch TikTok. And that's all I
But
see.
there was one video I was watching. It was like a huge podcast to other like there were like 3 guys and there were like I don't know how many, like 7 to 8 women in the other side.
You're talking about
Not
like,
not Fresh and Fit.
No, it's who's the other guy?
Zerke.
He's like a brown skinned guy. You know what I'm talking about.
No, he's from New York.
What does he look like?
He had a cap on, beard, has brown eyes.
You just described like a northerner, pretty much.
Well,
What?
he basically said, it was very deep what he said. He said, no woman in history will date a guy that works 9 to 5 to be like a bum.
And-
Any of you, who wants to date a guy that works 9 to 5 and he is still a bum and he still works hard to 9 to 5?
What do you consider a bum? Like you have different interpretations.
Like he has like a used car, a job that works 9 to 5, and plays video games for like mostly almost when he's off his days.
Is he like a streamer making money, or he's just
Streamer making money.
Well, I mean, I feel like that also goes on like time management or whatever, and like how they handle themselves financially too.
I mean, me on the other hand, I will date a girl that works 9 to 5, and you know, I don't mind like big things. You know,
Yeah.
I mind
Do you
like
think the guy should have more money than the girl?
No.
or, like-
no.
Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not. I think that the way that a relationship should work is you guys are both independent financially. That way you're not so codependent, because once you get codependent with somebody, you lose yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You lose how to take care of yourself, you know?
And also, like, if, say, instance, like, if you're struggling to pay this bill, she can help you pay that bill for you.
Right.
And then if she's dealing with, like a bill that is very, say, a light bill,
Mm-hmm.
and she can't afford it,
Yeah.
you can go help her
Yeah.
afford it.
Exactly.
You know, and also like, and then you guys have the same treatment. Like, if you guys help each other, 20% connected together,
Mm-hmm.
you know, there will be like a reward achievement, going somewhere to eat, you know, doing the right things, you know, what should we do in our to-do list, you know, like, are you, I mean, anything can be possible. To me, I believe in 50-50,
Yeah, me too.
like paying 50-50?
paying 50-50. Yes.
What about
All of
like?
it.
all of it.
All of it.
Do you feel like, okay, I get paying 50-50 or not? If it's like, okay, I guess it depends on the relationship. But like, do you also like? Have you ever been in a relationship where okay, you pay for whatever y'all do this day, she pays for whatever y'all do this day? Like,
No.
50-50 in days, not just like on a check.
It's
If
kind
you know
of.
what if y'all know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's whatever. I think once it starts getting consistent where the same person is constantly paying for things, then that's when, a conversation needs to be brought up. But if it's like, all one day you're paying for something, all one day you're paying for something, and then the next day you guys are splitting stuff, then I feel like that checks out, But once the one person is constantly paying, constantly driving and taking them out, picking them up, it's like,
Well, I don't mind the driving part because
Yeah, I don't mind the driving part.
well, gas money.
Well,
Exactly, that's the
gas money?
point.
Everything
Like,
How
costs
much
money.
do I drive? Like, I'll literally drive for like 2.5 hours and then come back and drive 2.5 hours in the same day.
I don't know. I don't know.
Like if I'm with a girl and she wants to be a passenger princess right around, I will literally just drive. Like,
Well,
I do not
yeah.
mind driving.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel that things should be equal. I think that, obviously, if one person loves doing something more than the other, then, make it work that way because, everyone has different love languages
listen,
and whatnot, so.
I mean, I will date a girl that is trying to success her life. Like, if I date a girl that she's working a 9 to 5, or if she was a gas station,
Like she's not there yet, but she's trying.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I know.
That's the
always felt
difference.
that
That's the
way.
difference.
I've always felt that way.
I will not mind, like, if I date a girl that works at a gas station or works at a McDonald's or work in like any part-time job, I will legit, like, I will be there for you no matter how long it takes.
Mm-hmm.
No matter if you're
trying,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's the key. As long as they're trying.
I think as long as you're trying or have
And
a goal or
just like-
something to look forward to.
Just like I said, if you don't waste your time of a partner and ensure your relationship to trust in each other 100% or else leave.
Yeah.
It's just,
It's
sometimes
easier said than done.
it's
That's
easy.
true.
Yeah.
You said that last time.
Yeah,
you said
'cause,
that last time you said that. That's true.
See, that's what I
You
did
wanna
when I
talk
was
about
younger. Oh, when I was younger, yeah. Where I already told you about the girl, like swiped my card. Yeah, it's like $2,000 and or more.
Bro.
What?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't realize it till I sat down and I realized like our accounts were like leaked because she was like very controlling.
Oh.
So then I sit here and I'm like, okay, all this shit she's posting, I know she's not making that. And then I'm sitting here and I'm like, the math just wasn't adding up. Like, you don't even got to get a math to see.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I wouldn't do that again. But
So what's easier said than done with leaving? Like what? Is
It's
it like a
like
trauma
sometimes-
bond or?
not even that. Like, so I'm gonna say like, say you're in a relationship and
Mhm.
then some people can change and they after that one thing they were genuinely sorry and they change.
Yeah.
Some people don't and they just keep on putting these lies.
Yep.
So then like
Yep.
you'd be like, oh well, they're trying,
Yep.
or you just like, or maybe I'm being too hard on them because like I'm hard on myself, and then you just keep doing that, and the next thing you know,
Right.
it just eats you up, and then
Yeah.
you get hurt worse.
No,
Yeah.
that's I mean that like even like out of a relationship and then you trying to meet up a girl that a good if you meet up a girl that she's trying to like you approaching her and you say how you doing and next you know she starts ignoring you and the next thing she approaches you saying you got money, you got all this stuff for me.
No,
I'm like
that's a red flag.
Yeah. What?
I'm
That's
like
a turn.
I'm just like
Plus, you know my perspective. Like majority of places we go, if I approach a girl, and it's not about the podcast, it's pretty much like, okay, cool. It's probably not gonna last anyways. Like, yeah. That I'm not saying that's the best mindset to have, but it's like, that's kind of like the girl who approached me at the bar. She sat down. I kind of like brushed her off. Like all girls are the same, but they're not. That's
They're not.
yeah.
You gotta be.
when I tell you
That's just
this,
something I try to
when
like
I-
say, but it's not the healthiest thing.
Yeah.
Cause
My
I-
mind quickly
You're trying to
changed.
like protect yourself. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
But that quickly, I already told you that.
Mhm.
That quickly changed. So
Yeah.
changed my whole perspective.
and like I'm not to say this, but I'm not trying to call you a knack again, okay? But every time, I think 2 days ago, I went door dashing with this guy, and then we ended up dashing like around 10, 11, around that time,
Mm-hmm.
and then
It wasn't that late.
it was not late. I was knocked out of sleep.
I didn't even play Baby Lullaby music this time.
Nah.
Oh,
I did-
you guys went door dashing.
Yeah, it was
Oh.
it was one time I put like
Yeah,
Lullaby
one time-
music on and he like fell asleep.
Yeah. I woke up like 2 minutes later. I was like,
I was bumping that shit. Baby Lullaby sometimes go hard.
Yeah.
I listen to everything.
And then like
Yeah.
after like he was like after like the DoorDash time was over, I went to McDonald's, and then this so this for like I was just sitting there minding my own business. This dude was just trying. He had a code for the McDonald's code number, right?
You know
Eh.
the McDonald's app, how you can like order online or you can
Yeah,
go
yeah,
through the
yeah, yeah.
code
And
and,
the
you can still get
drive-thru.
points. Yeah,
Yeah.
So I told them the code before you.
And after that,
Okay.
like I was trying to be a little nosy, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, and then he had a message. I know we're doing like this, and that he was like this out of nowhere, and then I see something. I said, "My guy, are you smirking, my guy? Cause he seemed like you're pretty happy."
Yeah.
And like when I say this guy was smirking, he was like trying to cover his face like this. He gonna try to cover
Aw.
this, and then he's like, "Bruh, don't hype me up because every time I talk with somebody, you hype me up." And let me tell you this,
So?
I do hype my dude up.
As you should. As you should.
That's my boy. You know,
Yeah.
I'm like this is my boy. I'm hyping my dude up because he got so much things in life. You know, he trying to accomplish his thing. He's trying to graduate from college. He's trying to do some things that he want to do more music or anything he want to do. You know, it's just my man was like, you know, you trying to hold it down. You know, you good?
Yeah.
It's just like, you know, that's how friends do.
Yeah.
And like,
Friends.
it's just like, I know I feel like he's not my friend. I feel like he's like a brother to me. And it's just
I
like,
appreciate it.
yeah, man.
Aw.
That's all I said to him. Like when I end up getting married, I want him to be the best man in the future.
That's the guy that's like second that walks down, or is just that the group of people?
Group of people.
Okay, yeah.
Wait, what?
You know, like when you have like a wedding and the two people are
the
standing,
man of
you have
honor.
like the
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
I don't,
You have
yeah.
like bridesmaid. You have bridesmaids, and then you have like the other ones, and then you have your maid of honor and your man of honor,
Yes.
right?
See,
you
if
would
I
be the
get
man of
married,
honor.
I'm gonna have to research a lot. But
Yeah, me
You-
too.
You'd be like the second one, like the one that's like right here next to you.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The good one. Yeah.
Cause like, this man has been there for me like a year now because we knew each other from like middle school and high school, but we didn't really talk like that. But now, like when I met him, 2 semesters before that, and then that's how like we saw each other at trying to get the brisket mac and cheese.
No, that wasn't that.
That sounds really good.
I
I
know.
was walking.
Now too.
I was walking in between class, and you know the picnic tables right here.
Yes.
So I was walking going down the hill, and I was walking with Chance, and then Lexi came from the right side, and then someone else came from the front side. Then I turned around, and you were walking down the hill, and like everyone I went to high school with, I saw like 5 or 6 people, and like say I knew him, but I didn't know this guy. He may have knew this guy, and we ended up all going to the same school. So the people we didn't know still came to the circle, and then like we all just like exchanged numbers.
Yeah.
Well, back then, he didn't have a phone, so
Yeah.
it was kind of old school. So I knew
got
he
a
had
flip
the
phone.
writing center. So if I wanted to talk to him, and I knew he had class on this time and I didn't, I would have to sit outside of the picnic table till he got done. Or
Oh.
like, I know he would be at the gym, so I had a question for him. I would have to go to the gym like a certain time.
You're
and
a
show up.
real one. That's yeah.
It was like old school shit, which I
Yeah.
fuck with.
I love that. I love that. That's how it should be.
Speaking of my old school phone, did you know
I
about
fucking love that shit.
yeah, for real, like when I tell you I can go to YouTube, I can go to SoundCloud, I can go download music. I mean,
That's
that's
screenshot and screen.
Yeah.
Flip phone.
I can screenshot a flip phone.
Check Instagram too.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
and my Facebook, I can go in there. I can go,
Great for cheap, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
and like what else? I can go through anything in there. It's a little bit jam, but it's getting there. But this man, I'll give him props with him too because for the first time of almost a year now, I'm getting the iPhone 13 Pro Max
Really?
because of this dude.
Nah, Not just because of me. Shout out Jeremiah. I just helped Joe break the shit and clear it out.
Wow.
Shout out for
And
Jace
Dagan. Shout out
Dagan. Yeah, Dagan. And J6
Who's that?
Carter, that Jeremiah. J6.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's your Instagram. That's
Wow.
Yeah. And like I haven't had an iPhone for almost a year now, so they're giving me one out of nowhere. It's just like these are real friends.
Fun times, because when you joined the FaceTime on a fucking iPad and I could screen share, that shit was so fucking cool. Because you know you can screen share on like the iPad.
Yeah.
So I screen shared and like his reaction. I was like, dude, keep being like, that's just
No, when I FaceTime this, I was like, "Who's this?" He's like, "Some count name."
Because the account name was some girl.
La
I'm
Nica.
like, who the fuck got my number? Because I don't
That
do
was
shit.
me getting your.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, it's just to me, life is beautiful as long as you know how to treat it. Because we have a free choice to make. We all make decisions, bad decisions. I mean, a lot of things like in life, you just gotta understand. You willing to accept the offer or decline the offer.
Yeah.
It's just, I even said to the people here, if you're dealing with something,
Did these slides just get like brighter?
no.
I
I told these people, if you feel like you're feeling some type of way, get up your ass and do something about it.
Yep.
you gotta be serious about yourself, that what you want to do. I'm about to hit my mid-20s. What did I did in my last early 20s? I'll admit it, that I was having a little fun and all, which is okay. Last year, I wasn't being myself. I dropped out of college and came back again and dropped out again. And then after that, when I hit my 24th birthday, which I'm 24 right now, got all my things good together now. This is I think my third semester now. Yeah, my third semester. And
Counting
then
the summer or
summer. This is my third semester, and I'm over here just trying to do my best to be a better version of myself in this community college. Like, it's a hard achievement to get, to break the wall and to find that achievement. You gotta earn it. Yeah. And because life isn't easy to earn things, you gotta earn it in a hard way. Because at the end of the day, it's like, are you afraid? It's like me saying, are you afraid to do this? Or are you just afraid to tell anybody about your business?
Well, not everything should be said. I think that's comes with maturity too, because I'm not gonna say I'm perfect, because the younger me definitely did some shit, but some stuff, like, I feel like also in a relationship you should also talk about some stuff in private and not put that also.
Oh yeah. I feel like a lot of things should be talked in private.
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes like it's a miscommunication.
And also, like, another thing, like, if you're married, don't spread anything to your friends, to your family. It's between you and her in that circle. Because if you tell anybody about your business and being so nosy what's going on, they're gonna find out who said it.
I feel that should be resolved before you even get married.
Yeah. I totally agree where you're coming from. Yes, I agree. Cause like, once they like, people gonna run their mouth about what people think about that situation in the relationship, they're gonna end up like ruin the wedding or ruin the other things like the decorations, all this stuff, Cause it happens. It happens.
I'm about to low key like research weddings, because like I know
Have you never been to a wedding?
I have one actually in July, which is sad. But yeah, I have one in July. I think
Ooh,
I'm just a normal person who sits down, but I don't know, because it's my brother's wedding.
I haven't been
just
to
know
a
I'm
wedding
going.
since I was like 15.
I've been going to a few of them recently, but like I used to hate dressing up. Now
Love
Shit.
it.
I might dress up in a polo or something tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
We
I
can
mean,
go
I'm
take
bummed out right
pictures.
now.
We can just go take pictures.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll do videos, but like pictures, I don't know.
That one picture in your Instagram was really good.
That was my first
That was
time ever
really
doing like
good.
modeling. That was like my very first time.
It was really, really good. That was a really good picture.
I have another one. It was a workshop on campus, and they made me take this picture, and then the lady had me do other pictures, walk around or whatever, because she was like, "You're dressed for it," and I was like, "I'm just being me."
Yeah.
And then she was like, "You're photogenic," and I was like, "Thank you, but like I'm good."
Okay.
Like Kendrick made me do it. He was
Mm.
like, "You're part of MOE. You gotta lead by example."
Yeah.
So and I never got them pictures by the way.
I mean, I even took pictures of him. You know what he did? I took a picture of him. I said, "Stay in your car." This dude had a Big Mac. I was like,
Was it a good picture?
it was a good picture.
But yeah, McDonald's should be coming in clutch. You buy a Big Mac, get another one for like 40 cents.
Mm.
You hit them shits like every day.
I love McDonald's. I had McDonald's for like a month straight, like last month.
Long as y'all get on the mobile app, it's good. Like they have like the best deals, like
Yeah, I
$5
know.
stuff. Like
I know.
No, this man mentioned me going to the gas station. He said, "Go to the gas station and get yourself some 2 hot dogs and a drink, only for $5." That's what I'm talking about. That one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He was like, I was like, "There's no way." So I went to Circle K, right? So I went there, get the 2 hot dogs and a drink. I was like, "All right, your total is like $5.13." I was like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
"What?"
Yeah.
So when I, no Diddy and all that stuff, but when I tried the hot dog, I was like, "Damn, that shit was."
Was it
no
good?
Diddy, yes, no
Okay.
Diddy.
okay, real shit, no diddy. You know how you have like, okay, you've been in different areas, so you know you have the gas stations, you have the good ones and the bad one.
Mm-hmm.
You have one where the tea's gonna taste like shit, and you have one where it's gonna taste like fucking amazing. These hot dogs actually are good quality hot dogs for its price. That's like
I love QT.
wait, is it a QT?
You said QT.
Circle K.
Oh, Circle
Oh.
K.
Wait, I said QT.
I
No.
thought it was Q.
It was Circle K.
Well, whatever the fuck I said, it was Circle K. That, and then it's also a Little Caesars down the road from like campus, which he can tell you. Out of all the Little Caesars, this
Yo,
one tastes like,
that
it's like Pizza Hut
place-
or whatever for the price. So,
It tastes like just like Pizza Hut
In a good way?
in a good way.
yeah.
Oh.
So I'll go to that one, and I'll drive like 20, 30 minutes to that one and back.
Nice.
I mean, it's like $6, and then whatever gas is. I put $10 worth of gas in my car every like day or two, at
Yeah.
least.
I have a question. If I gotta go to the bathroom, can I just get out or?
Oh, yeah, you're good.
You good? You good?
Okay.
We can talk while you're in the bathroom.
Cool.
Cool.
That sounded weird as shit. So I'm just go ahead and cut it right here. It's 42K, AKJ, whatever the fuck you want to call me. And
Oh, we're done for today.
I mean, we can do like another one, but shit, this.
Or we can just edit it out, and she can come back.
I'm not editing shit, dog.
You know, I'll edit it.
I'm not editing shit.
I'm going potty.
Yep. 42K, AKJ,
Alright,
whatever the fuck you
whatever.
want to call me. We'll do part 2.
All right, we'll do a part 2, but it's your boy Josh, aka BOKC Casting. We love you guys, and you enjoy your day. Life is beautiful.
Yeah, I'm about to go finish my salad. I see it out there.
All right, love you guys.
What makes you say love you guys?
Appreciation. I didn't say bye. I just said I have to go to the bathroom. That's the end of it. I just gotta go to the bathroom.
Were you in here when the campus lost power?